I want to read something. I want to read something here with the group of freedom and independence. One who is not a companion of myriad things has departed the toils of materialism. The mind does not recognize the mind. The eye does not see the eye. Since there is no opposition, when you see forms, there are no forms there to be seen. And when you hear sounds, there are no sounds there to be heard. Is this not departing the toils of materialism? There is no particular pathway into it, no gap through which to see it. Buddhism has no east or west, south or north. One does not say, "You are the disciple, I am the teacher." If your own self is clear and everything is it, when you visit a teacher, you do not see that there is a teacher. When you inquire of yourself, you do not see that you have a self. When you read scripture, you do not see that there is scripture there. When you eat, you do not see that there is a meal there. When you sit and meditate, you do not see that there is any sitting. You do not slip up in your everyday tasks, yet you cannot lay hold of anything at all. When you see in this way, are you not independent and free? Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries, nowhere to go, nothing to do, and I'm not in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worry, somewhere to go, something to do. But I don't need to. This is an amazing image, huh? That's great. You know, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I was on, Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat's one of the most famous people in the world. One of the most famous people in the world. And Kai Cenat interviewed me on his live stream, on his Twitch stream for over 30 minutes. I've collaborated with multiple million subscriber YouTube channels. I'm known worldwide. I am known and I've been recognized and I've been seen by hundreds of thousands of people around the world. I've reached hundreds of thousands of people around the world. I've probably, you know, certainly hundreds of thousands. Pushing that to a million, I don't know, but hundreds of thousands for sure. No, at least a million. At least a million. Because some of those interviews and some of those videos of collaboration have hundreds of thousands of views themselves, let alone the work that I've done through the algorithmic processing and different access to connection, which is a very precious commodity. You know, to be on this side of the algorithm is a very valuable commodity because we don't know the real statistics. We can't even see who's been here watching for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We can't do the statistics. But that number that says this many people are here and this many people are coming in and going out and that kind of thing, that gives a certain energy, a certain realistic energy framework. But it's one of the things is that it says there's 40 people watching, but there might be 5, 10, 15 people max that are actually watching, that are actually here joining. But regardless of that, this flow of energy, this flow of accessibility, of being in the public square, so to speak, of the here and now, through the interweb, through Indra's net, is very potent. There's a real feeling to that. That's why it's not just about, trying to get more views, trying to get more people hooked in, because you can't. You can't hook these people in because most people are not interested in spirituality. And you're not going to make them interested in spirituality. It's literally 1 out of 100,000, 1 out of 10,000. And you won't even get 10,000 people in 2 hours live streaming. You're going to have to do 20 hours or something to get that many people in. So there's a hopelessness, but also a flow of energy that's really valuable. And, it's something to be made use of. It's something to inspire everybody here to feel that there's something going on, to feel that there's something real here. Because in our modern world, real means viewership. Real means other people are interested in it. It doesn't matter what that thing is or how real it is or how much depth it has or how much profoundness it has in it. Nobody gives a fuck. It's what other people are looking at. It's what other people are interested in. So if there's more people interested in this, then more people will be interested in it. That's the secret. That's why I say, it takes money to make money, or if you want to be somehow successful in social media, it costs money. Many of these people who are like famous IRL streamers or, they just seem to come out of nowhere and they've got these streams full of hundreds or even thousands of people. These are wealthy people. They paid for that. They bought it. Or they bought the time to spend with these other celebrities. And then through that connection, and through that verification from that celebrity, because that celebrity's not streaming all the time, then they get all this connection. Now, the other thing that you can do, as I've said, is to be 40 or 50 years old and completely established and write a book. That's what a lot of these guys, these spiritual teachers, that's how they do their thing. They write a good book and then it gets published, it gets put out there. All these people read a book and then they're going to their YouTube channel or whatever. But like natural discovery or getting discovered or, kind of in a big way where you're going to be able to take care of yourself is, it's just not how it works. So we're very fortunate and blessed that we get to have a little bit of access to the algorithm here so we can get a little bit of taste of what's possible. Because it's not as easy as, okay, You said you're spiritual. Show me how you teach meditation. Why aren't you teaching meditation? It doesn't work like that. It's like to be a guru, someone has to appoint you to that. To be a teacher, there has to be a student that puts you in that position. You can't make yourself into that position. You can, but it takes a lot of energy and it can be very ridiculous. It can be very superfluous. But to actually be a guru is not your position. It's the position that's given to you by someone else. So that's why there's so much invitation here, so much welcoming here, so much challenging here, so that we can communicate, so that we can build relationship that's unusual. Because nobody cares if it's usual, it's a good way of presenting yourself, or this seems good. People want to eat fucking McDonald's and Wendy's 99% of the time. So if you're not McDonald's and Wendy's, nobody gives a fuck. I've said before, Twitch is like seen as the largest and most special live streaming platform, right? So if you have like a lot of viewers on TikTok, or you have a lot of followers on TikTok, that's fucking basically garbage, right? If you have 100,000 followers on TikTok, that doesn't compare to 100,000 followers on YouTube. So if you had 100, like 1,000, or even if you had like 50, we've got up to 50 viewers, we've got up to 70 viewers here in this live stream. If this algorithm was on Twitch, you'd have tons of engaged people that were curious, that were getting involved. But the way that Twitch works is that you could literally be a talking gorilla in a bathtub that was creating magical illusions. And you could be live streaming for 24 hours and you'd have 5 people that see the live stream. So, someone like Contensity says, Rob is not even a Sotapanna, why listen to him? Contensity is a LARPer. Contensity is a role player. He's never been to a meditation retreat. He's never trained with a meditation master. And this is an opportunity for us to start talking about these things and actually start connecting with people that do have some experience. Someone like Dr. Rob, for example, who was a Buddhist monk for 7 years, who's trained with meditation masters around the world. So there's a lot to talk about, but it's not, oh, well, what's going on here? This is a sharing. This is an offering. And we give so much value or credence to the things that people say. So Gilbert Candco says, or a talking tub of blubber with crown on his face. But there's an irrelevance to that presence that is so deep and so strong. Like you couldn't get that person out of bed to save his own life if you gave him $1 million. That the level of irrelevance there is 100,000%. But we don't know what that means because we live in such a way where we don't have authentic conversations, where we don't practice generosity, where we don't share deeply, where we don't listen deeply, where we just have an ego disguised by our distractions, by our bullshit thoughts. It's not about convincing anybody of anything, because it won't work. You use money to convince people. And if in this kind of situation, we're a part of the flock. And the people who are scrolling on YouTube Shorts are, whether we like it or not, some of the lowest, retarded, disassociated, discombobulated, freak people that exist on the human earth today. You're lucky that it's not just all Indians in here. All Indian Punjabis and Dalits and just coming in here and saying, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Because it could be that way as well. Not that there's anything wrong with Indians, it's just even this opportunity to be able to communicate with one another is incredible. And there's a vulnerability here, there's a sensitivity here, there's an intimacy here that you can't imagine, that you cannot put into words. And this is an opening to connect with that, a starting point. I love Indians more than anybody. But it's not just about people watching, more and more people watching and trying to communicate with those people and connect with those people. It will not fucking work. It's all about generosity. And generosity has nothing to do with fucking money. It's listening deeply and sharing deeply. And it's taking accountability and responsibility, not just for yourself, but for the other as well. That's the fucking problem with people here. They don't take responsibility for where their attention is. They don't know what that means. So they're here, but they don't even know that they're here. And the notion of why are you here just puts them back into discombobulated, disassociated scrolling most of the time. We don't want to be challenged. We want McDonald's. We want Coca-Cola. We want Pepsi. And we have to accept that part of ourselves. That we don't want to be challenged, that we refuse to be challenged. Well, then how are you ever going to grow? What could be more challenging than shutting the fuck up and listening to this, Nomadic? How can I challenge myself today? Don't you have a fucking life coach course to buy? Some fucking 4'2", 200-pound muscle man that's telling you about self-improvement, that's looking to scam you about what you can do to challenge yourself today? Shut the fuck up and listen. If you're curious enough to be here, shut your fucking mouth and listen. And if you say something and if you share something, instead of, okay, all right, tell me what to do then. Share your experience, share something of value, share something deep, and don't expect anything in return. I left a comment. What are you going to do for me? And after this, we're going into the Discord server to talk with people, to have a conversation. And trust me, there's nobody here that wishes more that there was somebody in this fucking live stream that was more experienced than me and that could have a real conversation about the Dharma together. But there isn't. That's life. So this spirituality is just as real as carpentry. It's just as real as fucking quantum mechanics. It's more subtle, it's more real, it's more practical. But we don't know how to detach, which means that we just are running around believing in bullshit all the time. In such a fundamental way. We're shit eaters, we're piss drinkers in the wrong way. We need to learn how to eat our own shit and drink our own piss, not celebrating the fact that we drink and eat other people's shit and piss. That's stupid. That's not a good idea. That's not smart. And Koa Glide, do not do as I do as I say. Ignore them, detach from them, don't get involved. Nomadic Russ, you shut your little entitled, arrogant, fucking stingy ass up and you join the Discord server to have a conversation if that's what you want to do. You fuck. Nothing in life is for free. Well, that's a good, yeah, that's a good interval. So that's Shiva Kailash Shambho. This is his YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Ra. I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years. I'm the founder of the Monk Life Meditation Institute. I've got students all around the world. I've got hundreds and thousands of hours of meditation and teaching meditation under my belt. You're looking for a real spiritual teacher? You're looking for somebody who's got the juice? Look over here, because I don't got nothing for you. We're looking for a $50 donation today. Daddy wants an extra pound. Daddy wants a fucking table, a gaming table for me to play Halo Infinite. We're looking for a $50 donation for the guru, for Dr. Ra. You send me a message on WhatsApp. Don't send it here. Don't send it here in the YouTube live stream. Look, this is not for sale. This is not about you, okay? This is not a fucking for sale for you, an advertisement for you. I'm not a monk. And I don't need to live up to some bullshit expectation that you have. This doesn't seem like what I wanted to purchase. What kind of advertising campaign is this? This isn't a fucking advertising campaign, you fuck. If you don't like it, fuck off. If you don't want it, fuck off. What the fuck are you talking about? Your monkhood really comes across, you daft cunts. You're fucking retarded, and you're a pussy as well. That's the thing with all these people. I don't have a fucking problem if you don't agree with this kind of stuff or you're against me or something. So fucking come into the Discord server or come and have a conversation about it. Back in my day when I grew up, a man stood behind his words. He didn't just go around saying shit. Are you a fucking man or are you a fucking punk ass bitch, idiot, retard, loser? Think ass pansy. So come in and have a fucking conversation, you fucking daft cunt. I don't endorse, I don't support all the things that Shiva does. I'm not Shiva's landlord. I'm not Shiva's fucking owner, okay? He doesn't involve or support with everything I does. We just happen to be friends, you fucking daft cunts. And it's a friendship, it's a friendship too, that burgeoned recently from more spending time together. What the fuck? That's for me. Hey, it says for dad. Who's dad, script kid? Before you say anything, you fucking putting those hands together trying to take my gap. Who's dad? Who is dad, script kid? He's already got PayPal. It's going to be real fucking easy for him to send that to me. Who is dad, script kid? Who is dad? Script kid. Stop everything, everybody. Who is dad? Is it Dr. Rob or is it Shiva Kailash Shambho? God damn it. Come on, script kid. We don't have all fucking day, you fucking punk. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess we're splitting it then. That's a good donation, though, script kid. You better be on the Discord. And you better fucking get off of Shiva's channel and get to a real fucking guru's channel, a real Nava guru's channel. Get over to Monk Life Meditation. Make your donations over there. I can only take so much, Shiva. You're supposed to be the one getting the $5, $10, oh, your $10 donation. When you're going to donate fucking 60 euros, and I've been wanting some euros lately, and I haven't gotten none of them. The best I can get is some fucking Australian didgeridoo doll, kangaroo bucks. $1 is a fucking quarter. I'm from America. Oh, yeah, all these breakfast offers, and he knows where he's coming to. There's not any fucking resorts, fucking breakfast resorts. I'm going to be having free breakfasts for the rest of my life the way that this is going, Shiva. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. He came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the earth to the cross, my debt repay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky, Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing. You're just with Dr. Rob now, baby. You all better run. Now this is Dr. Rob's. Yeah, now Dr. Rob's going to get the donations. Yeah, So when we make an offering, when we make a donation, we're not doing anybody a favor. So get that get fuck mindset out of your head. We're not doing anybody a favor. We're not doing it like that. When we make a donation, we are practicing a kind of self-sacrifice, practicing a kind of giving up, practicing a kind of letting go. You can see some sense of transaction, like, oh, I've gotten value for this. But when you make an offering, when you make a donation, you're practicing to sacrifice a part of yourself. So it's not about the outcome. You can clean your toilet as an act of generosity. You can clean your parents' toilet as an act of generosity. It doesn't have to have anything to do with money or anything like that. All right? We're looking for big donations, everybody. On Dr. Rob's channel. This guy. All right, Script Kid. Let's make a fucking big difference today. Let's move that decimal point over just one more place. Just one more place, brother, to make a big impact, to make a big shift, to make a big change, to practice self-sacrifice in a big way, Script Kid. But look at that. We got a $60, so now Shiva doesn't need to split it. But what we like to do as a part of the sadhana, a part of the spiritual practice here, and you can ask my students, they know all about this practice. We like to move that decimal point over just one more. So I'm going to keep my eyes open for you, Script Kid. I accept Bitcoin. I accept Lizana. I accept crypto. I accept wire transfers. I accept donations of land and property, and I'll take everything that you got, baby. Whatever you got, I got space for it, baby. I'll send you my account. I'll send you my banking address. No, it's 59.99 euros. It's a heck of a nice donation. It's a heck of a great donation. Sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice yourself. Stop thinking. Practice not thinking. But the thing is that this is a very human, subtle way. So it's not the way that I describe it. It's not the way that Shiva describes it. It's not the way that you describe it. It's not the way that it appears. No appearance will ever fill the emptiness inside of your gut, that hunger, that searching, that seeking. There's no explanation for it. There's no real true identity to be built up out of appearances. Let's say, for example, that Shiva's got to eat, so he needs some fucking money. That Dr. Rob's got to eat, so he needs some fucking money. What the fuck ever? Shiva might have a brain tumor. I might have a brain tumor. This is all that we've got right here and right now. So this intimacy, this presence, all right, is given space by our willingness to share. Period. So don't pretend to be an expert on things or appearances when things and appearances are illusory. Things and appearances are temporary. It's like trying to rely on the dream that you had last night. It's like trying to rely on your anxiety, trying to rely on your depression, trying to rely on your pleasures that you felt yesterday. It's not reliable. So whatever perceptions, narratives, notions that you have about what this is are irrelevant to direct experiencing. And if you take someone like Shiva to be your spiritual friend on the path, that's great. Who the fuck cares? If you take someone like Dr. Rob to be your guru, your spiritual friend on the path, or whatever, great. Who the fuck cares? Don't think about anything. And in terms of you, I need to make sure that I'm not being tricked. I need to make sure that I'm not being taken advantage of. Sure you do. So fucking do that. Here's a technique I'll show you. I usually charge for sharing this technique, but I'll share it here. May this donation bring a wave of donations. 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 Come on, everybody. We're doing a wave of donations. Everybody's getting inspired. Everybody's getting energized to make donations. May this donation bring a wave of 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 donations. You will donate. I am controlling your mind. Will donate, I am controlling your mind. You 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 will donate, controlling your mind. You will donate, I am controlling your mind. You will donate, I am controlling your mind. Donate, controlling your mind. You will donate, I am controlling your mind. Also, before you get into that, Shiva, I am also live streaming in 4K. If you'd like to see more of my body and more of my environment and in a higher detail, you can head over to the Monk Life Meditation YouTube channel. Just type in Monk Life Meditation. Pretty easy to fucking type in. A lot easier to type in than fucking Timbo. What the hell do you find his channel? Just go into your YouTube channel, type in Monk Life Meditation. You get to go over there and see me in 4K, and you get to see my community, my followers and my supporters and my students, and you get to see my teachings live and in 4K. And just to answer for Sammy, who said ayahuasca, what do you think? I think if you are going to use a psychedelic, ayahuasca is one of the good, strong, powerful psychedelics that you can use, but it's very difficult to find a suitable environment and aftercare and different things like that to be made use of, okay? I'm going to put a t-shirt up your ass after I put my foot in there like loading a fucking cannon from the 1800s, you fuck. Don't you ever disrespect me. With those stingy ass fucking get your money up before you tell me to put on a shirt, Intensity, with that $2 donation. That's true. That's true. Everything's free. Everything's free here. What's not free, everybody? I can't speak for Shiva, but this is free, baby. I know. They will donate. They will go and follow Yamajagamana. They will join the Discord server. Yeah, but I am a William. And Walking Water, I'm waiting for a big, major financial contribution from you over on the Monk-Led Meditation YouTube channel. $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. Dr. Evil. Oh, I'm a bad guy, am I? I need to be punished. Do I? Punish me, Daddy. Punish me, Mommy. Punish me. Whip me. Spank me. Punish me. And Gilbert, if you were a real man and you really spoke up and you really stood behind your words, then you'd be joining the Discord server, wouldn't you? You fucking Yabagushman smash glass wireless, you know, goes with you, busy or Kishmir. How many people have joined? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, that's what I'm talking about, Shiva. That's what I'm talking about. Because there's not that many people who are, already in the Discord. I mean, there might be quite a few, but there's not that many compared to how these numbers have been going up and down, right? Who are already in the Discord and already involved. So out of hundreds, out of thousands of people, only 6 people are interested enough or curious enough to actually go and join the Discord server. You licked blood on my pocket, Monk, I know, but it's for Shiva. I don't know what that means. State of Danny, what don't you understand about somebody being more powerful than you? What don't you understand about that? Watch your mouth, watch what you say, watch how you act. I'll dominate you physically, I'll dominate you mentally, I'll dominate you spiritually, I'll dominate you intellectually, and I'll dominate you in a sexual way as well. Not towards you, but I mean as the sexual prowess, sexual status, sexual position, in masculinity, ethically. That's right. Ethical sexuality. That's what I'm talking about. Of course, we're very ethical people here. The same with Contensity. You got a lot to say here, but you don't have nothing to say on the Discord server, do you? When we turn this live stream off and we hop over onto the 4K video call in the Discord server with high quality audio, you're going to be fucking prancing into your toilet and fucking pissing on the floor, aren't you? And saying, I didn't need to talk with that guy. Also, for my followers, shut the fuck up. If you're one of my students, if you're one of my followers, shut the fuck up and sit there and cross your legs and meditate. How many times do I have to say it? You want me to get fucking angry? You want me to fucking point you out and fucking get on you? Shut your fucking mouth and meditate. That's it. What's the Discord server? Are you on another call? Shut your fucking mouth and meditate. Period. This isn't entertaining enough for you. This isn't interesting enough for you. Just be quiet and meditate. I am in you. You are in me. We are in everything together with everything. So allowing. Okay? Please. Don't waste the opportunity. You pig! And that's speciesism. You know what? I'm fucking done with this. Fuck you, Gilbert. You think I'm just gonna fucking sit here and let people abuse me and berate me and talk about my weight like I'm some fucking schmuck? Maitreya Labs, you join Discord right now and I will dismantle your psychology and I will show you what a real fake. I'm allowing me to be me. I'm allowing me to be free. I'm allowing my power. I'm allowing my brilliance. I'm allowing my path to clear out before me. I'm allowing everything to just be as it comes to me. I'm shining brightly. That one's for free. It's not about not caring. He's trying to say detachment, but yeah. Because not caring, I definitely care. If anybody reaches out to me and says, I'm offended or I'm concerned or I have some questions, then that's great. I'll fucking talk with you about your whatever you think that's serious to you. But people aren't that genuine. People aren't that vulnerable. So the people who could actually call or reach out and say something like that, they won't because they're too lost in their own ego. They're not willing to be vulnerable. They're not willing to be as vulnerable as I am. So fuck them and allow them to do what they do. What am I supposed to do? Fucking chain everybody's opinion to my identity? That doesn't seem very realistic or tenable. Go vegan. Everybody go vegan, okay? Simple as that. You don't need to think about it. Just be vegan. That's it. Just be vegan. As I've said to my students before, and I'll say it again, if I'm live streaming, shut the fuck up, don't leave any comments, and meditate. Focus on your breathing. While I'm sitting here acting like a crazy person, you should be listening to a guided meditation from Ajahn Brahm or listening to a Dharma talk from Sadhguru or whatever. Not leaving a comment, Ginger. Shut up, shut the fuck up, cross your fucking legs together and focus on your breathing and try to meditate. You should be in pain, okay? You should be in pain. Make yourself be in pain. Sit cross-legged, cross your legs in some way, okay, and sit up straight and fucking meditate. That's it. Your comment, your opinion, your interest in this and that can come in a million years from now. Right now, shut up and try to meditate. Try to focus on your breathing. Please. Yeah, or just listen. Just listen deeply. Okay? I wanna wish you a happy birthday to you. Hey, Wayana, hey, Now let me share something with you because I've got a course that I've been working on for a while. Hold on. Let the sun shining, wishing you happy birthday. Hey, on the way, oh, oh, hey, away, oh, hey, and hey, hey, and away, and hey, and away, and hey. Look at the sun shining, wishing you happy birthday. I away, oh, hey, away, hey, and hey. These are actually some transmissions from the some initiations from the Native American Church. They do peyote ceremonies and sweat lodges, so that was actually a big part of my initial spiritual transformation was spending time with the Native American Church and going to 3 peyote meetings. So pretty good stuff, pretty deep stuff. They call it the beauty way. It's mescaline is the main ingredient. We are accepting donations. We are accepting offerings. We are accepting donations and offerings. This is a spiritual ceremony. This is a satsang. This is a spiritual event from 2 people who, for better or worse, are very spiritual about seriously, fucking being free from suffering. So we are accepting the donations through Super Chat, and we're also offering private counseling, private calls if you want to talk about spirituality. People come in here and say, "Look at the way you're acting. You're so stupid. You're so fucking stupid." Yeah, but I'm a lot more serious about spirituality than you are. Period. By any fucking metrics in the world. And the reason that you wouldn't have a conversation or you wouldn't join the Discord and then join a VC and have a conversation about your concerns, your positions, your questions, etc., is because you fucking know that you don't have anything to actually say to me. And that if you practiced even the littlest bit of authenticity, that I would overwhelm you like a tsunami. Makes you laugh. You think spiritual? I was a fucking Buddhist monk for 7 years. I've attended intensive meditation retreats all over the world. I've studied and practiced and lived in spiritual community all over the fucking world for years and years. But my opinion of you says otherwise. Who the fuck cares about your opinion? It's just you're playing a just ego game. A con man. Yeah, but you're not initiating or responding in any real way to what I'm saying. So I might be a con man, but you're a disingenuous fucking fake retard that is somehow putting themselves in a lower position of authenticity and openness than what you say is a fake spiritual con man. And then State of Danny, who actually came to my mind when I was saying that, says, "You seem like you don't care, Rob. Join the fucking Discord and have a conversation, you fucking bum." I'll never do that. I'll never, because, yeah.
has all those years got you, huh?
As if you can put all of this experience into the box of your bullshit opinion that doesn't know anything about attending intensive meditation retreats, doesn't know anything about being a fucking sannyasin, about being a fucking sadhu, about being a fucking monk in the dregs of India. So I don't have any problem with people disagreeing with me or saying that I'm a loser or I'm a lunatic. I have problem with people being consistently disingenuous and trying to represent themselves as, I'm thinking about this and this is what I thought. No, you're not thinking about this. You're not being honest. You're not being genuine. You're not being sincere. You're not being in any ways clear about your presence or your position in any way at all. And when we're just watching YouTube, and this is just a reality show. It's a reality show ending in a comment YouTube video. Yeah, that works in that situation. But when you're actually having a conversation, when you're actually putting yourself out there, and when you're actually responsible for other people, you say, fuck that, no. You say no to those people. You are not allowed to act like that in my sphere of practice and energy and with the people that I'm concerned with. And then someone says, I have a problem with unqualified teachers. Well, you very well may, but you're not qualified. You're not bringing anything to the table about your experience. And the moment that you would be like exposed and vulnerable and everybody would open up their ears to listen to you and what your experience was, you'd immediately go into, I meditate. You start talking about fucking bullshit, about your opinions and your beliefs about spirituality. Instead of being honest enough and generous enough and fucking real enough to say, you know what? I don't fucking know anything about attending meditation retreats. I don't know anything about being a disciple, about living with the guru, about living in spiritual community, of fucking living with monks and nuns for years and years continuously, and renouncing sexuality, and renouncing having the freedom to do what you want in your life. You don't know anything about it. And then State of Danny, instead of accepting the invitation, Sheila is real, Rob is disingenuous. Why are you at that level? You need to go deeper than that. You need to be realer than that. Or else you'll get fucked by life. And what people don't understand is that I'm extending myself here. It's like mental exercise, okay? And there are repercussions from that. I don't just get to turn this off and then, I'm just going to go and take a rest. No, I'm pushing my mind. I'm exercising my mind. I'm pushing myself out. Okay, this is self-sacrifice. I'm not saying I'm a perfect teacher. I'm not saying that I even have something to teach you like that right now. But this is a certain kind of practice of vulnerability, of authenticity. And yeah, you don't fucking like it because you don't have a relationship with people being authentic. You have a relationship with fucking going to the gas station and some wage slave fucking swiping your card. And all these fake positions that people hold. I'm a commenter. I'm leaving a comment. I don't like this. I like this. Here's my opinion. Shut the fuck up and fuck off somewhere else. Go to McDonald's. What are you doing? I think this guy's a lady. Fucking who cares? What are you writing a book? You're waiting for upvotes on your comment? You're being fake. You're being retarded. You're being stupid as shit. You're being a fucking disassociated advertising fucking consumer. That's it. Stop. STOP. Stop and listen deeply. Stop and share deeply. I'm putting myself in danger. I'm putting myself in a position of vulnerability. Okay? Shiva said, I don't care. I care very much. And I know he didn't mean that, but actually I care very much. I care about people, and it has nothing to do with people giving me money. You have to give me money for me to care about you. I care about everybody here. That's why I'm saying you're acting fucking stupid and retarded, and it doesn't make any sense at all. But we've lost access to common speak. Not even to speak about common sense. We don't even know how to use words or listen to words. Because these people that are just you're not even listening to what's being said. Your cup. We all have a cup, right? We all have a cup that's full of our opinions and our beliefs and our stories and our egos, right? You have a cup full of shit. And it's so full that you can't hear anything, you can't receive anything. And every moment that you just dip out a little bit of your cup and you hear just a little thing that I say, you immediately you put it up to your ass and you move your head to the sides. The fucking diarrhea of your opinions and your beliefs can shoot out into the cup. And then you say, look, Dr. Rob, my cup's still full of shit. And there's an opinion flowing out of it. Well, there's a practicality as well. There's a practicality about it, which is what I'm trying to kind of lean into. So it's a practicality of humanness. Like, let's say, for example, be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's say, for example, that me and Shiva were living together and had a meditation space, a communal living space where people could come and stay. And we get some fucking person that shows up and they shit on the floor. There's no question, is that generosity or not? Because there's a practicality about the communication, about the table, the ground of common speak. And when people go outside of that, you just have to say no. You have to cut that. Or you have to detach from that. Generosity is all about detachment. And what I'm saying, Contensity, is that it's fine that you hold that view, but you're not present enough. Your thoughts are not congruent enough to even have a conversation, let alone to make a determination about me waking up. Somehow, 7 years of being a Buddhist monk, training with multiple lineage holders in Buddhist fucking enlightenment traditions, attending intensive meditation retreats, living as a monk for 7 years all around the world in monasteries and temples around the world, somehow is just fucking nonsense. There's no value to it. There's no reality to it. Well, guess what? Yeah, and now you show your real face. Blah, blah, blah. Because it may not have meaning to you, but it does have meaning to me. It was my experience. And then we say, no. But yet that only works when you're in this fake space of consumerism and advertising and liking and disliking and leaving a comment. It doesn't work in the real world when we actually have to be open enough to respect other people's vulnerability instead of just jumping over somewhere and making a judgment. Because in real community, that doesn't work and everything falls apart and everybody has to go their separate ways. So what a lot of people here are being confronted by is the potentiality to cooperation, to communication, to offering protection, to sharing resources. So fuck you and the dumb horse that you rode in on. You don't even have a horse. You're just crawling on the ground in your own shit. I'm enlightened, I'm enlightened, I'm enlightened, I'm spirituality, spirituality, spirituality. It's just bullshit. Do you know what it takes to even begin to knock on the door of enlightenment? It takes sacrificing, being willing to give up your entire body, your entire mind, your entire life. the notion of you, the you that can possess. But somehow,
I liked it, but I would never join a Discord call and talk to you because, well, now you've got something for me to talk about. I bet you, Dr. Love, you want me to join that Discord call, don't you?
no, I don't fucking want to invite for you to join the Discord call. You think you're an Anagami. You believe you're an Anagami because you haven't trained seriously anywhere. You've convinced yourself that you have a level of attainment that's totally conditional to things being the way that you like them to be. It's fake. Your status is fake. That's why you won't join a Discord call. Because you don't want to be challenged. No, I love people. I love all kinds of different people. I love trolls. I love rebellious people. I love tough people. I love crazy people. I love all kinds of different people. Do I love the person who's trying to torture me or something like that? Not really, but probably they have all kinds of good, interesting qualities. Max Munich says, how are you going to deliver a profit to the shareholders by wounding the ego? This is not about making students. This is about opening a bridge or connection for communication. And collaboration. We should try to keep riding it. We should try to stay as long as we can, as much as we can. But we could possibly, we could see if anybody. So let's see. If you're here and you'd like to join the Discord call, please join the Discord server now. We'll probably head over there soon. Faker. He's trying to show off. He's trying to do what Dr. Rob does. There's no proof that he's been up for 24 hours. Let's see the live stream, Shiva. Prove it. And that listening and that silence is very real. But there's a fear of that uncertainty and that unknowing, that unstimulated. So for me, it's not about like making enemies my friends. It's more like the interestingness of communication that's not one-sided and that's vulnerable and open. Everybody's trying to get a hold of something. What's here for me to get a hold of? What's here for me to understand? What if there's nothing here for you to get a hold of? What if the notion of you holding something is wrong, is incorrect? What if the notion of the reality of yourself, of your opinions, of your views, is actually not correct? And this is about being strong. This is about the court of public opinion. Now, with an even ground. Do I look like I'm trying to defend some part of myself? So the invitation for discord and the invitation for communication is not a shallow one. All right, let me try something else here. Uh, uh, uh. Can you do this, Kiva? Try. Let's try together. Ah, ah, let the mind go. Don't try to hold anything. Thoughts are there, they're there, so what? Not identifying with thoughts. Also say it as not believing in the thoughts. Rather be there with the process of breathing, especially in the navel, the hara, the wisdom chakra, underneath the belly button. Just a little bit of meditation can go a very long way. You can't be spiritual if you don't know how to meditate. Represent your lack of access to meditation through your attachment to opinions and views. Being aware of thoughts, being aware of opinions, but not identifying with them, not holding them, not believing that they're owned by you. Breathing in the heart, breathing underneath the belly button area, coming in, going out. And your awareness for the heart chakra, inside of the chest cavity. Breathe in through the chest if you can. Feel the awareness in the chest cavity, the quality of listening. Breathing into the heart chakra. Not giving into things, not being involved with trying to meditate, but allowing the presence of awareness to be there in the heart chakra. That awareness up to the eyes. Notice any tension around the eyes. From that noticing of tension in the eyes, go into the seeing faculty. Notice that you cannot see. Notice that you cannot see anything. Notice the emptiness of things in seeing. Notice the impermanence. Impermanence of seeing things. absence of seeing things. Bring to the crown chakra, bring to the mind a question. Do you really know if you will ever see anything ever again? With the breathing, question in the crown chakra, the top of the head, the opening at the top of the head. Answer this question not with thoughts. Bring the questioning to the lack of seeing anything. Relax the whole body as the question of, do you actually know if you will ever see anything ever again? Enters into the vision field. Allow this sense of wonder, not knowing, to go throughout the body. Relax the sense of the body and mind. In this not knowing, in this unsureness. Sadhu, sadhu. Shiva, giving the space, sharing the space, allowing me to share the meditation. We still have some space, everybody, over in the Discord server for people who would like to join the call. So the link is there in the chat. You can see the discord.gg, and you're very invited and welcome to join. And when the live stream finishes, then we'll hop over there. One of the things that you'll have to be a little bit open about with the meditation and with the deepening and with the opening is that it's a process that takes so much time. It takes so much time. So don't idealize any attainment. Don't idealize any experience. Don't, you sit there, you try to, it's good if you do that, but just don't fall into this trap of, okay, when am I going to get it? Really, you practice a meditation and you get the release and relax, and then you learn slowly through that. You intuitively, you develop that real knowledge about what meditation offers, that release through uncertainty. And that's very, then you naturally, you acclimate, and you'll be more concerned, you'll be more interested as the time goes by. So you have any questions or sharing before we wrap up the live streaming um, session? Any questions or sharing? And of course, if you can join the Discord server and you can participate with our call. I'd like to finish with a song, with an offering of a song. All right, let me see. Yeah, let me see. Nothing copyright. 观却也不伤，莫观却也不伤，莫观却也不伤，莫观却也不伤。莫观却也不伤，莫观却也不伤，莫观却也不伤，莫观却也不伤。All right. Well, thank you so much, Shiva. And I'll leave it to you to give some final words. But I'll just say for myself at the end, if you want to correct the connection through Discord, you can click the link down below. You can also find my meditation channel where I live stream in 4K, which is just called Monk Life Meditation. You're welcome to come by and see all the crazy stuff we have going on over there. And thank you so much, Shiva, for this opportunity and this time together. And I hope we'll be able to make this a more regular thing, not just for ourselves and for each other, but for the community as well. Okay. Thank you, Shiva. See you soon. Oh my God, I don't actually have hair.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that I need to address, I just want to speak on kind of is, we've had some middle-aged women over time that, have fallen in love with a, 32-year-old American former Buddhist monk, and it's very romantic. It's a very romantic idea, right? Very interesting idea. But it's fine that you have a love or you have something like that. But I don't want anything to do with that, okay? I'm not a puppy dog. I'm not your child. And you're very likely very inexperienced and you have a lot of work to do. So coming in here, it's a practice, it's a training. It's not something that I'm doing to attract middle-aged women. There's nothing wrong with being a middle-aged woman or whatever, but this lovey-dovey shit, this affection shit, you need to really get it together. And if you want to be here, you should be here as a practitioner, and you should cross your legs and you should try to meditate. This is not a conversation. Sometimes we get friendly. Imagine if there was a puppy dog here. I'm going to kiss that puppy dog. I'm going to spank that puppy dog. I'm going to cuddle with that puppy dog. I'm going to tell it that it's the best, most goodest puppy dog that's ever existed. But if you're here, I'm going to keep you away from me with a 6-foot pole and tell you what I'm telling you now, which is to shut the fuck up, stop with the interpersonal bullshit, and get to work. And if you want to be a major donor, then get your fucking money up. If you want to be a part of this community and you want to have a relationship with me, then that's going to be according to your practice and according to your self-sacrifice and your surrender. Dr. Rob, what should I do? I'll tell you something to do. And then you go fucking do it. Or you don't. So, it might seem harsh, might seem rough and tough, but this is important, an important element of what we're doing here. And this is a message that probably some people would be better off receiving and understanding. I'm independent, I'm individuated. I'm not here to form parasocial relationships with anybody. This is serious stuff, okay? So you can take it as seriously as you possibly can. And that's how much you can open your mouth. All right? And if I tell you to shut the fuck up and meditate and that hurts your feelings, well, that's life, isn't it? That's tough. Not here to be a famous teacher. I'm not here to make a bunch of money. I'm not here to have a bunch of people who like me and worship me or whatever. It's a side effect. I'm here to be enlightened. I'm here to be free. I'm here to cultivate skillfully, unskillfully, for better or for worse. And that's what you should be here to do as well. And if you want to see me as a teacher or your spiritual friend, be careful what you say, because you might not like what comes out of the closet if you're in there fuddling with your clothes. It's my closet. Okay? And I don't want to see your shit. I don't want to hear your shit. I don't want to see you doing the same thing every time. Shut the fuck up and practice. And if this is a place for you to relax and feel safe, that's wonderful. But relax and feel safe and be quiet. And then speak from that quietness, not from affection. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. I don't want to be made to feel uncomfortable in my work. I also don't want to make you feel uncomfortable in your work. So let's try to work together if we can. All right, everybody? Does that sound fair? Oh my goodness. It's not anything against anybody personally. We just all have barriers, we all have boundaries, and we have to be the ones to hold them and to respect them and to take care of them. All right? This isn't a free for all. It's not a free love gathering, all right? Thank you, Max. Yeah, it's a good stream. High energy. It's what the people like. Entertainment. So